All right, so this is how you play Branches of Power. You start by pressing play.
Tap each image to learn how to play Branches of Power. Each turn gives you a chance to control one branch of government.
Actually listen to that last part. And then you get to pick your executive branch leader. So this would be your president, your legislative branch, which is your Speaker of the House. I'm gonna turn off the sound. Yeah, okay, there we go. So, and then your Chief Justice, which is your judicial branch. I like picking girls as leaders, but you guys can pick whoever you want. Okay, so you pick a leader for each. And then you pick a presidential agenda. So it says you receive bonus points for each law you pass on this topic. So imagine you're president, you're the president. Do you want to focus on youth and education? Do you want to focus on our planet? Do you want to focus on jobs and innovation? Do you want to focus on safety and security of the country, science and technology, or general welfare, which means like the well-being of the people living in your country? And then over here, you pick 2 values. So values are things you think are important. So you can do cooperation, competition, generosity, cost saving, equality, liberty. Pay attention to these symbols, okay, because you'll see these later on in the game. So when I played yesterday, picked youth and education because I feel strongly about that. And then I picked generosity and equality. Okay, but you can pick anything, okay? Whatever you want. That's the cool thing about America. Now, after you've picked your values as the president, this is when you start playing. And make sure you're listening, paying attention, because it literally tells you what to do. Notice I can't even click on these ones, so I have to start with the executive branch. And it tells me that the executive branch sets the legislative agenda, communicates with the public, go here to come up with new ideas. So I'm going to select there because I can't do anything else. And here, again, I can only click on propose a bill. So I'm going to click on that. Now I can choose, do I want to do school support, space exploration, business innovation? I see here it says executive agenda bonus plus 100 public support. So since I have been elected because I told people I want to focus on schools, if I pick something school related, the public is gonna be like, yeah. So I'm gonna pick this one because it'd be stupid not to. Now this, you get to pick a color for your idea, your light bulb, and you can tell them apart, but whatever. So now I'm like, aha, I have an idea. So I have one action left, hold a press conference, or I could propose an idea for another bill. So here is where you could do either. I'll show you what a press conference looks like. It says, which idea or bill would you like to hold a conference for? I'm gonna pick this little guy, I'll hold a press conference. There I am, the president. She's like, how should I introduce this topic? Well, we need to find ways to prevent schools from helping their students. That sounds insane. We must help schools better serve students and their families. That's a better idea. I'm gonna say, yep. So she says, hey, media people, we must help our schools better serve students and their families. It's like, yeah, good answer. Can schools provide services beyond the classroom instruction? Yeah, for sure. Yes, of course. They're like, good answer. Do many families rely on school services to help their children? I think of Teppy. Teppy's awesome. She helps everybody. Yes, that's right. This is so much more fun with sound on. Leave your sound on, you guys. All right. Goodbye, folks. Thanks for the great questions. So I just had a press conference. Okay, I've got everybody interested in my bill. Now it's like end of turn. All right, this is what I did. Notice you get 12 turns. So your goal is to see how many bills you can pass in 12 turns. So now I've proposed this bill. I got support. So now we're going to legislative branch. They're going to start adding things to this. Okay. So when I select this, they're going to want to start messing with it, honestly. Okay. So they're going to introduce, man, I have to introduce another bill. Okay. Oh yeah, this one. I'm going to pick this one. Introduce it. All right. So I bring it and I'm like, hey guys, let's work on this. Now you can deliberate, re-talk about it, or hold hearings where you have people come in and talk about why this is important, things like that. So I'm going to hold a hearing. Now you have to think politically. Yeah, I'm going to hold a hearing on this bill. Now I've got 2 people who will testify for my bill. Over here, you can see that the Senate is at 0% and the House of Representatives is at 0%. Okay. So what I want is this social worker has 2 purples and a pink. This representative has that one, that one, that one. And then what I understand is like this person is very much for this value. It just kind of ranks their values. Okay. I'm going to pick the social worker first. Okay. And so I'm going to hold a hearing with the social worker. And she says, or he says, I work with all kinds of students and they would all benefit from greater investment from the government. Clubs, sports, the arts all need funding if we want to have healthy and successful kids. That sounds good. And they're like, oh. Okay, I can end the hearing or I can choose to add a clause. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like if I add a clause. So we've got these different things that we can add to our law. Offer all parents access to a homework help hotline for their students. If I click on it, you'll see this one went up 14%. So I got 2 people. This one I have 0 people. Sponsor free summer sports and art camps so that all kids have something fun to do when school is not in session. If I do that one, I get this person and this person. Provide funding for after school programs in which all boys do sports and all girls participate in the arts. So how would you guys feel if after school, the boys got to do sports and girls, you had to do arts like dance and music? Yeah, so, but look at, if I pick that, it's like one person, people actually agree with it. It's crazy. So anyways, I pick one of these that I like. I'm going to pick the summer camps one. I'm going to add the clause. And then I'm going to show you what deliberate looks like. I'm going to deliberate this bill, deliberate. So now this is where I can add more. Okay. Here, sports, sponsor fitness contests in which schools get gym equipment if their best athletes win. So you can see how adding these clauses changes the votes. Increased funding for after school activities and clubs students like. Yep, I like that one. Provide funds for after school programs in which all boys do sports and girls do blah. So you can click on these. Oh, look at this one. Force teachers and sports coaches to work for free and never let them leave. Sad. How about this? Require all students to attend after school services at local churches and temples. Would you like to be forced? Everybody is forced to go. Okay. When I clicked on that, we got 2 votes in the House of Representatives. Yeah, but what if they force you to go to a non-Catholic church? Yeah, that's not freedom. So, and then this offer all parents access to homework. Yep, I'm gonna add this one. Just, it's crazy. Some of the stuff, you guys, that gets passed, like I could probably pass this bill with the require all students to attend after school. I probably could. But what's going to happen is then hopefully our judicial branch steps in and says, no, it's not constitutional. Okay. Yeah. So, and this happens in real life where some of our bills actually get passed and there is insane stuff written into them and they still pass it because they're hoping the judicial branch will step in and say that it's unconstitutional. So anyways, your goal is to play this game until the end. Okay. I'm going to show you. Here is my certificate. So I want to see if you guys can beat this. So it took me 37 minutes. I know there were a few minutes where I was, excuse me, talking to somebody. So here I had my press conferences. I approved 2 bills. I had 3 bills passed. My chief justice upheld 2 laws. So there were 2 times that I passed something that was unconstitutional. And so they had to step in and say, no, you got to get rid of this. And so my government approval was 2,400, whatever that means. But my impact points were 2,700. So your job is to, once we're done with Zoom, don't close your Chromebook. Once we're done with Zoom, you click on Branches of Power, and then you click on Link to the Game. And then if you need help logging in, send me a message on GoGuardian saying, please, what's my username and password? Okay.